welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing Final Fantasy XIV. We are currently working our way through the ARR patch content. I believe we're in patch 2.2 currently. Our next quest is All Due Respect, so let's continue. Alphinaud. Alphinaud would have you and Yugiri depart for Remnant's Toll without delay. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Remnant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slafborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, cat. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go all the way there. Oh, okay. Revenant's Toll. Is Revenant's Toll always gonna have this same kind of ambiance like this? Like it somehow looks like it's in the middle of evil stuff because of the sky. Hello, Slafborn. I mean, this is just me wondering, don't tell me anything. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slafborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both front to your hands, as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slafborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent? 7 Hexcat, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. Our new home. Oh, speak with Yugiri, not yet. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts. Sorry, the legs of my chair are hitting my footstool, and it's making so that I can't be close to the table. Short people problems. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Okay, so let's go talk to Minfilia in the meantime. There are so many quests here. I'm sure there are probably all like extra dungeons and trials that you can do. Probably most of them, if not all of them. I'm assuming. Hello, Minfilia. Just no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldessian continue to meet with failure. Orianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but waiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept busy, quite busy, while in You were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Oh my god, speaking. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside your normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here? Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Remnant's Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slaffborn, Lady Yugiri, Cat. Lamin and I will make all necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival, though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Ishtola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Maybe you could wait here. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Slippery.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a fleet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
We're gonna fight Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Where are we going? Like, in our minds. Oh!
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon, it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless one.
Finless ones.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Well, that woke me up.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Yeah.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Thank you.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Yeah. Ooh. The sea rises. Minfilia wishes to share some final words on the coming mission prior to departing for Limsa Lominsa. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet, so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs spend all our efforts toward achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Okay, Limsa Lominsa. I'm gonna fight Leviathan. Oh, we're in the right place. Xanthael. You are expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. Thank you. Hello, Merlweb. It's been a while since we've been here. Spoken or not spoken? Looks like spoken, but... Ah, not. Okay. Welcome, friends. I take it Istola has appraised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we should welcome the science support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, such as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reason for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I'm not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Cat. Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Subsa spawning grounds. Upon complementing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be appraised of the latest intelligence. Commander Folk Brida has charge of the garrison. Camp Skull Valley? Oh, airport. Okay. I wonder how far that is. Like I'm assuming Leviathan is gonna be the next trial, I guess, because it's a primal. I wonder if there's a long story leading up to it, or if it's gonna happen soon. I wonder if it's gonna be in this episode, or maybe in the next one, or maybe in the one after that. Who knows? I don't know. We shall see. Is it up here? Or in the building? Could have been in the building as well, but I went up first. Ah, here. Okay. I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent a Leviathan's return. Let's do casting this time. Scouts in distress. Folk Brida is growing ever more agitated by the minute. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe like this of his. I can't. Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Subsa all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into the enemy territory, however, we can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Wait, we're gonna go past this gate? There's a... I'm not joining a fight right now, thank you. Hang on. I need to go here. Oh, those are from my hunting log. This is where I need to be. In the middle of enemies here. Ooh, what a cave. Oh my god, the lighting is cool here. That was scary. Help somebody! Of all the times to forget the restorative. Oh. Thank you, I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Should I deal with this because it's from my hunting log? I don't want to join a fate. I need to come back here and do those. Ooh. Let's go down here. Okay. Are those gonna attack me too? Why do you have to be there? What is my... there we go. Come here. I don't want to go there because... oh, that's wrong. Thank you. Oh, that's wrong. Again, buttons, buttons, buttons. What are buttons? They're wrong buttons. That's what they are. Okay, so here I have stuff for my hunting log. I need to remember that. I haven't done my hunting log in a long time. I want to finish it. I don't like you. You come here disturbing me while I'm on a mission. Your return, thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Dead. Dear gods. These ones were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Fending, slaying, slaying. We are slaying. Right? The gift of eternity. Folk Bruda awaits the commencement of the operation with barely concealed rage. Thrice damned fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetherite in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetherite and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. Aetherite? The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. In likewise, we Science shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Kat and Ishtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take your heel and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Ishtola and Kat. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetherite, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! Oh, this got exciting. When last did we fight side by side, Kat? Too long ago, I weren't. But come, let us away. Crazy stuff. Go through the first checkpoint and defeat any Sahagin that appear. Oh, there's many. Oh, there is many. I need to take care of this. There we go. Oh, hello! I should have accounted for this one before going in there. There we go. Let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. Though that doesn't really matter because you would die from that. Like this. Just some extra health. There we go. Go through the second checkpoint. Oh. So I'm continuing here. Okay. Okay, there's one there. Can I go here unnoticed? I can. Okay. Come here. Yeah, I want to fight you before I fight the other ones. There we go. And then this. See, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes there is wisdom in me. Oh, that's the wrong button. That is not when I have wisdom in me. Oh, Wrong time to use that, but okay. Again, sometimes there's wisdom in me, sometimes there's just not. Okay. No, don't. There we go. Wrong dude. There we go. Should I get rid of these? Just because, so that they don't attack me all at once? Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, shush. I don't have my 4. That's okay, I didn't need it. Rejoin Ishtola. Wait. I think it's easier for me to find Ishtola this way. There. There we go. No enemies near. Pray do not concern yourself, just but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetherite is close at hand, let us press on.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much?
Yay! Wow! She's so cool.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Go think, Rid.
To the Aetherite!
It keeps being funny to me. Oh. Someone does Shooty McShooty?
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Ha ha ha. I know I don't have the auto advance on the dialogue.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
I think this is the first time he's addressing this situation, and I was kind of thinking about that earlier. Like, he hasn't addressed the situation at all of him being under the influence and stuff.
Long have you shriveled Swordwalker, tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
He's just gonna move.
Foolish Shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
What does Leviathan look like here?
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. It could by right be infinite. Am
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Are we safe here? Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raze entire coastal settlements if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet how in the 7 hex are we to prevent it? Those are not for me, so... Into the heart of the whirl, Merlewhip is brooding over Leviathan's return. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Lim Lane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the Whirl in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Oh, I was so ready to go. Damn it. I was so ready to go. I would have had time in this episode still. We'll see. You are expected in the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting. I will not. Are you gonna talk? If you're gonna talk now again, I'm gonna do the auto thing.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western La Noscia. Halfstone it was called.
La Noscia?
Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
Of course.
If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Halfstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa.
So let's get rid of it.
That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Yeah.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works.
True.
Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Moraby Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
There's been a lot of cutscenes in these patches.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Yugiri. Oh. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Guardians fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Ishtola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not already know? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some robe, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed primal slayer's claims. Kat, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. Okay. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lanoskia. Lanosha? How did she say it? The storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. I don't think we have time to fight Leviathan in this episode. Dang it! To the next one it is then. Wait, isn't this the place where we had the dude who was, oh my god, the one who was talking about Titus? Now he slayed Leviathan? Oh no, yeah, this dude. Okay. Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. But, sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone of the mill, and also before... Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tractome ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you ken? The tale of Tractome's epic victory over the dread primal Leviabetus. Now, Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. And that's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of my hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let my mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now there's some as say you can never truly beat Leviathan, and that you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company though. I kind of like that they added this here, because this just... We had forgotten about this dude. It's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Me members tiny. It's pathetic. I sure as heck didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with my own eyes. It was a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor, when I saw it, a great big massive sea serpent some miles off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right there and then. Oh gods, just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. Oh no. I can't. I scare you, I swear. Hey wait, if you're here asking after Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Yeah, I thought I could fight him today, but I couldn't. It's for the next episode. Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless, lying... Bad word. I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. You don't like chocobos? Cat, this is Mephilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Leviathan? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Murabi dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. We're gonna do the Leviathan thing in the next episode. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible to it though. Normally I could, you know, film a longer episode, it would be fine, but today I really can't. I have somewhere to be. I have a minute schedule today, so today that is not possible. There you are down there. Hello. I am told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the World Eater I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations, in addition to her prodigious tonnage. She has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The whole World Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. So is the next quest now Lord of the World? Seems like it. Okay. In that case... Oh my god, I could add a little bit, but if there's a queue time and everything... You know what? I don't want to go into that stressing about schedule, so I'm just gonna leave it for the next episode, and we're gonna call this an episode. We're gonna have a little bit of a shorter episode this time. Next time when I film, I'm gonna have like a regular day again. It's not normal for me to have this kind of a tight schedule, so this is an exception. I am gonna go out with my boyfriend and my friend and her husband. We're gonna go watch stand-up comedy. Our favorite stand-up comedian. So yeah, we have a schedule. We have to leave the house at a certain time and I need to eat before that, so we really can't push this forward now. So this has started to become more intense now. This is so much more story heavy now than the core game was, which I like. There's a lot more cutscenes. There's a lot more voiced cutscenes. Like, I know we are only in the patch content, but I can already see a difference, a huge difference in the way of the storytelling. I like where this whole Leviathan thing is heading. I cannot wait to experience the next part of it, but like I said, I would rather do it without having to stress about time, so I'm gonna leave it for the next episode, but we're gonna start the next episode with a bang. So yeah. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna end this episode here, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where we're gonna beat Leviathan's ass. Bye.